But that applies to a lot of,
No, it's only
No.
missing
Not a loose screw.
No, so he got up there on a ladder and he used something special because the opening is only this big, you can't get a regular screwdriver, and he closed up the whole thing, and he lets go of the door. He says, okay, it's all fixed, Florence, that's it. And he lets go of the door, and the whole thing comes apart. He says, oh, I'm going to get you a whole new mechanism. The whole thing came apart.
It just needs a screw.
No, that's what he said.
And Florence,
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
It just needed a
it
screw
just
all these
needs,
years. That's
it
all
just
it needed.
needs
and
the
6
right
people to turn a
screw.
screwdriver.
No, I'm serious, that's all it
If
needed
you,
all those years.
if you want one, I have some extras, because I just did the one in my store.
Well, I think he took the whole thing off I think he took the whole thing off it's done that. He
Do you
took the
remember
whole
how
thing.
long ago?
I know.
When we were in court?
No, it's all here. It just needs a screw. The proper screw.
Well, whatever.
Let's reinvent the wheel.
No, there's no
How many
screw in the
corners
store.
will it have?
He put that in.
Right. And it'll pop right out.
Yeah, it pops right out.
Right, if you didn't put the right
Jeremy
screw.
popped into my head.
My stepladder.
No, it just needs a screw in here.
When
Actually,
things like that happen
broken
sometimes,
off
I say
now.
to myself,
he broke the top.
Well, I don't know.
Everything-
Let him get his thing.
Everything's
That's why he's the maintenance guy.
Who's
I mean,
that?
he's this fellow John, he says, I'll get you a whole new thing.
Good to see you.
Let him
I
fix it.
tried to call
That's
you.
gonna cost.
All right, so everything costs.
Well, remember that I had.
Mr. Walski, have you been traveling in Pennsylvania lately? So what, the Lancaster area? Your beard.
He's saying, I think you have that Amish look about you.
You might be using an old number, I gave you the cell phone number there.
Florence, all it needs,
hard.
all it needs is a screw. He put the screw in the other one, and he put the right screw in, so it's working.
And,
What happens
she's trying,
is
she's
the
like,
head, the screw he put in,
Is wrong.
basically what the problem is,
and she's
it's
remembered before, so.
upside down. So in order to tighten the screw, you don't have
There's a
enough
lot of
room.
kids.
Right, that's what I
Okay, so he
said.
probably did it with pliers and snapped the head off.
That's right, exactly.
So you just have to take the head off,
That was,
get the right screw, screw it down.
Well,
I
they
might
make it a little bit
have
slower.
hours, I just did my door.
If you get it for me before he comes,
What?
if you get it for me before he comes,
Once he comes,
probably next week, I would assume.
It's like she's interested in ski
All right.
club. No, obviously
Does
that's
it come up, Richie, this year?
November. So there's stuff.
Does it say Richie Nixon?
Well, you
Well,
know,
that means
the
you don't
fact that
have the right number.
No, but she
Oh,
didn't
you just called?
know
I know,
anybody
but
to begin
it's
with.
not coming up with my
That's-
name, that
that's-
means you didn't put it in.
It's got-
your-
and what's the rush after 5 years?
Yeah, that's
She's not
right.
thankful.
But-
Teeter's
It's been that way for 5
and she
years.
seems
More.
to be hanging in.
It's more.
And the teachers.
It's, I'd say 2005, 2006.
Well, I wasn't here in
Oh,
2005.
and you know, like they're
When did you get
very
here?
accommodating.
Um,
And there's one.
I'm
Nobody's
just-
blaming you.
no, but I mean, I don't know that it was broken then.
No, no,
I keeps an eye
7
out
years.
for her, it's supposed to be keeping.
2006, I just said 2005, 2006.
Yeah.
So,
And that's when we used to go to
Who was
club
here
nights,
before
and
you,
getting up
because they
close to
probably
the
woke
door all
up
the
with the
time.
screw.
so we get exercise and textbooks and stuff like that, so she's keeping her amazing.
Yeah.
And so we're like, that's supposed to be her friend, but sometimes if you're too friendly.
It's just a matter of putting the right screw in.
Weird, you know, it's like.
Cool, yeah.
Just trying to.
All right, so get me the right screw.
Otherwise, you're talking about $200.
No.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's
For the
kind
I
of.
can get the screw. Then they get the screw.
They just started, yeah.
I'll tell them
well,
go
they
look
started
for it.
Monday, the ninth.
I just
Oh,
bought a
so it's- yeah.
for $70,
So
$80.
it is still,
I don't think they're gonna put it in at 20.
but still, I could be like years.
And if they are gonna put it in at 20, send them up to me. They can redo mine.
So I feel.
I bet you he will put it in for 20. I bet you John will put it in.
Tonight, that's what's on the
Think
bench.
so?
Yeah, John
And she's walking
he
around,
works
she's
with us.
mad,
I understand.
upset.
Not for free.
I'm not like, she wants somebody at least to show her.
Sam,
I'm getting
screwed
screwed.
this time.
That's what I've been
John?
checking.
Okay, ready for another trip?
No, he's not coming. He had
Still
a-
bloated from the last one.
All right, good evening, we'll call the meeting to order. If everyone could please stand for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Please be seated. We call the September 19th Board of Trustees of the Village of Chestnut Ridge meeting to order. Again, I did have an opportunity to speak last at our last meeting. We were kind of on an abbreviated schedule with regard to a couple of things that have been going on. But during the month of August and September, I'll play a little catch-up. I did have a meeting in August with the members of the building department to go over office procedures and follow-ups with regard to various issues that may come in, complaints and things of that nature. I had an opportunity to sit down also with Alan Rubin, the chairman of our planning board, to discuss the current state of affairs with regard to the planning board and the efficiencies we would hope to accomplish through the planning board. I also had an opportunity to meet with our enforcement personnel, going over again the procedures and follow-ups with regard to complaints and reports of dispositions. And I also had the opportunity, along with Trustee Cohen, to attend the Ross Avenue Neighborhood Picnic, which was their 7th year of getting together. They had a little quadrant in the back of Children's Park, which was very nice to see all the neighbors there, Ross Avenue, Lamond Avenue, Carlisle. So it was nice to see all those folks. In addition, for the month of September, we had the honor to pay tribute to my predecessor Jerry Cobry at the dedication of the park at the corner of Red Schoolhouse Road and Route 45. There was a nice turnout. The refreshments were great. Thank you again, Florence, for coordinating the event. Everything worked out well, and everyone was very happy with regard to the event. I received calls from Jerry and from Nita thanking us for putting on such a nice tribute to Jerry, a well-deserved tribute to, I might add. Okay, that concludes my report, and I would now open up the floor for public discussion on agenda items only. Agenda items only. Mr. Mitzner, you're welcome to come up. Name and address for the record, please.
Thank you, sir. Oh, is a real tall person here before me? Or maybe just someone of average height?
Just push it down.
All right, sorry.
We can give you a soapbox to stand on.
I know, I was the smallest in my class, always until Alan Flesher came into it. In your abstract of claims, there's an agenda item.
Name and address for the record.
Oh, I'm
please,
sorry.
Mr. Mitzner.
Richard Mitzner, 810 Chestnut Ridge Road, Chestnut Ridge, New York.
Thank you, Mr. Mitzner. Please continue.
The abstract of claims, I think it's the next to the last or whatever on your agenda. Most months, there are expenses relating to Zarin and Steinmetz. I believe this is the joint legal action with another village. Am I correct on that before I proceed?
Correct.
Okay, thank you. Are there any legal fees relating to this joint action lawsuit which are paid to our prior village attorney, Doris Oldman, either directly by the village of Chestnut Ridge or by way of example fees that are collected and paid to Zarin and Steinmetz? I don't know if those fees on the abstract of claims just are by
The abstract of claims that are current brings us to date with regard to any expenses incurred by the village. Zarin and Steinmetz hasn't, they really haven't incurred any fees, as because the nature of that litigation was sort of in a holding pattern. Our fees are to them. We haven't received a bill from the previous village attorney, Doris Ullman, for quite some time with regard to that matter, and I'm not aware of or anticipating receiving any further invoices from her. If we do receive any more invoices, as I understand that litigation is still pending, Zarin and Steinmetz should be the sole legal bills